Good evening, football world, and welcome to the FIFA World Cup 2026, the biggest, most breathtaking edition in the history of this tournament. 48 nations, 3 host countries, and tonight we are deep in the group stage fire, where legends are being made, upsets are being written, and the Golden Boot race has absolutely spectacularly exploded. My name is your anchor for the next 20 minutes, and we are not wasting a single second. Let's go! Let's set the scene first, because the scale of this World Cup demands it. We are in the United States, Canada, and Mexico, 3 nations co-hosting for the first time ever. And from the Atlantic coast to the Pacific, the stadiums are full, the noise is deafening, and the football has been relentless. The expanded 48-team format means we have 12 groups instead of 8, and that means more stories, more drama, and moments that you simply cannot script. And across the last 48 hours, this tournament has delivered on every single promise. 4-0 scorelines, injury time winners, a golden generation performing right on cue, and a Group I, that may already be the most dramatic group in World Cup history. Tonight, we are going to break it all down, every goal, every key moment, every group table implication, and we are going to build toward the matches still to come today that could reshape the entire tournament picture. Portugal are in the middle of a demolition job right now. England and Ghana are about to face off in a Group L showdown, and the knockout round spots, they are filling up fast. But let's start where the drama has been loudest. Let's start with the most explosive group at this World Cup, Group I. France, Norway, Senegal, Iraq. 4 teams, 2 matches played, and we already have a group that has been turned completely on its head. Start with France against Iraq. France came into this tournament with expectation. They always do. The reigning European heavyweights, a squad packed with Premier League talent and league-owned stars, and at the tip of their attack, Kylian Mbappe, the most dangerous forward on the planet. And against Iraq, they were exactly what everyone feared they would be: ruthless, composed, devastating. The 14th minute, France are ahead. The shape was immaculate. Mbappe drifting, pulling defenders, and the movement between Ousmane Dembele and Bradley Barcola creating chaos down both flanks. Iraq simply could not handle it. France had 56% of the ball, and Iraq were already struggling to breathe. The second half started, and it was the same story. Minute 54, France make it 2. Then 66 minutes on the clock, and France add a third. 3 goals, 3 different moments of quality. And Iraq did not register a single shot on target in the entire 90 minutes. Not one. France launched 19 shots in total, put 5 on target, and Maignan in goal barely had to warm his gloves. This was a controlled, clinical, professional execution from Deschamps' side, and France are now top of Group I with 6 points from 2 games. Perfect record, maximum points. They look like genuine contenders for this entire tournament. Now, here is where Group I gets absolutely extraordinary, because while France were dismantling Iraq on Monday night, Norway were playing Senegal, and what happened in that match is the story of this World Cup so far. Norway versus Senegal finished 3-2, and this match had everything. Senegal brought genuine firepower. Sadio Mane, Nicholas Jackson, Ismaïla Sarr. Senegal had 57% possession. They had 17 total shots. 6 of those shots were on target. By every reasonable measure, Senegal should have won that game. Norway did not care about reasonable measures. Norway, without the ball for most of the night, defied every statistic with pure, ruthless, ice-cold Scandinavian efficiency. Erling Haaland, the Manchester City machine, the man who breaks records like other men break shoelaces, was the focal point of everything. And the man pulling the strings behind him? Martin Odegaard, Arsenal's captain, Norway's heartbeat, the most underrated midfielder in world football. Minute 43, Norway take the lead, against the run of play, against the possession stats, against everything Senegal had been building. 1-0, the whistle blows for halftime, and Senegal's bench is stunned. The second half kicks off, and 48 minutes in, less than 3 minutes after the restart, Norway score again. 2-0.
The crowd in the stadium cannot believe what they are seeing. Norway are putting on a masterclass in counter-attacking football. Haaland's movement, Neuss's electric pace on the left, Sorloth's physical presence. Norway had multiple weapons and they used every single one of them. Senegal hit back on 53 minutes, 2-1. It is on. The Lions of Teranga did not collapse. They pushed, they pressed, they threw bodies forward, and for 5 minutes, this match was on a knife's edge. Then, minute 58, Norway score again, 3-1. And that, in any normal game, would have been the end. But Senegal kept fighting until the very last breath. And in the 90th minute, the final moment of the game, they pulled one back to make it 3-2. Too little, too late, but a testament to the character of that Senegalese side. Norway win. Norway have 6 points from 2 games. France have 6 points, Norway have 6 points, and Senegal and Iraq both have 0. Both are already out of the tournament. The final group game between France and Norway will decide who tops the group, and it is going to be one of the defining matches of this entire World Cup. Now to Group J. Argentina continuing their march toward the knockout rounds, and Algeria staging a dramatic comeback to keep their own campaign alive. Start with the defending champions, Argentina. Lionel Messi, the greatest player in the history of football. Argentina faced Austria on Monday and won 2-0. But the story of this match is as much about how they won as the result itself. Austria competed. David Alaba marshalling the backline, Marcel Sabitzer pulling strings in midfield, Michael Gregorich as the physical presence up front. Austria had 46% of the ball. They earned 3 corners. This was a real game, not a walkover. The 38th minute, Argentina break the deadlock, 1-0 at halftime. The second half was a cagey physical affair. Yellow cards were flying. Argentina picked up bookings in the 76th and 90th minute, and then right at the death in the 90th minute, Argentina score again, 2-0. 6 points from 2 games, top of the group, looking every inch like a side that intends to win this tournament for the 2nd consecutive time.
Now, Jordan versus Algeria, and this was a genuine roller coaster. Algeria, with Riyad Mahrez leading the attack, dominated from the first whistle. 75% possession, 17 total shots, 10 corner kicks. Algeria were everywhere. But Jordan, compact and disciplined in a low defensive block, frustrated them again and again. And then the moment nobody expected, the 36th minute, Jordan's score, 1-0. Jordan, with 25% of the ball, are leading. The Algerian fans go quiet. Algeria make 2 changes at halftime. The second half is one-way traffic, wave after wave of blue shirts crashing against the Jordan defensive wall. And finally, 69 minutes, Algeria equalize, 1-1. They keep pressing. Minute 82, Algeria score the winner, 2-1. Rayyan Ait Nouri and Hisham Boudawi were outstanding. Ibrahim Maza ran the midfield in the second half, and ultimately the quality was too much for Jordan to contain. Now, let's talk about what is happening in Group K right now as we speak, because Cristiano Ronaldo and Portugal have turned in one of the performances of the tournament. Portugal versus Uzbekistan. 6 minutes, Portugal score. 17 minutes, Portugal score again. 2-0 before the match has found its rhythm. 39th minute, a third. 3-0 at halftime. Uzbekistan came to this World Cup through a remarkable qualification campaign and showed moments of real quality, but against a Portuguese side of this caliber, they were simply outclassed. The stats are extraordinary. Portugal had 67% of the ball, 7 shots on target against Uzbekistan's 2, 13 total shots to Uzbekistan's 7. Minute 60 of the second half, Portugal score a fourth, 4-0. Bruno Fernandes was the conductor, finding pockets of space, threading passes, setting the tempo. João Neves and Vitinha were outstanding in the engine room. Nuno Mendes exceptional down the left, and João Cancelo relentless at right back. Portugal now have 4 points in Group K, and their goal difference is extraordinary.
Let us now survey the wider tournament picture, because Groups F and H have been delivering equally compelling stories. Group F, Japan, the Blue Samurai, have been phenomenal. Against Tunisia, Japan were clinical beyond measure, 4-0. The match was decided before it was barely a contest. Japan scored in the 4th minute and they never looked back. A second goal on 31 minutes, a third on 69, a fourth on 83. Ayase Ueda led the line beautifully, Ritsu Doan's energy was relentless, and Japan had 57% possession with 5 shots on target. Tunisia had 1 shot on target in the entire match. Japan sits second in Group F on 4 points and are building into the form team of the Asian continent at this tournament. Group H told a very different story, Spain's absolute demolition of Saudi Arabia. A goal on 10 minutes, another on 21, a third on 24. 3 goals in 14 minutes first half. Saudi Arabia were shell-shocked. A fourth came on 49 minutes, barely 3 minutes into the second half. 4-0. Game over.
Lamine Yamal was extraordinary, the teenage sensation continuing to prove that his age is completely irrelevant at this level. Pedri was imperious, Rodri controlled everything from deep, Dani Olmo was a constant menace. Spain's positional play, 65% possession, 21 total shots, 9 on target, was a masterclass in the football that has made them the most stylistically consistent team in Europe for 2 decades. Spain sit top of Group H on 4 points, and they're playing some of the most beautiful football at this World Cup. Now let us look forward, because tonight there is more football still to come, and the matches on the horizon carry enormous weight. England versus Ghana, Group L. England came into this tournament with a squad that is genuinely one of the most talented in their history. A settled backline, a creative midfield, and attacking options that can hurt any team in the world. They won their opening group match and lead Group L on 3 points. Ghana are level on 3 points, having also won their opening game. This is top versus second, and both sides know that a win tonight essentially secures a place in the knockout round. England are heavy favorites, the numbers strongly back them, but Ghana are a proud football nation with Premier League talent throughout their squad, and the African challenge of this World Cup has been genuinely strong. Do not sleep on Ghana. This match could produce a classic. After that, Panama versus Croatia, Group L again. Croatia, the 2018 finalists, have not started this tournament the way they wanted, sitting on 0 points. This is almost a must-win for Luka Modric and his teammates. Panama, similarly, have nothing in the points column. One side's World Cup will be over in spirit tonight. The other gets to keep believing. And then in Group K, Colombia versus Congo DR. Colombia sit on 3 points and are in solid shape to qualify. But Congo DR have been quietly impressive, and any surprise result here changes the Group K picture entirely, with Portugal watching very carefully from the top. Before we close, the Golden Boot, because in a World Cup with this many goals flying in from all directions, the race for top scorer has never been more exciting, more competitive, or more wide open. Portugal have scored 9 goals from 2 matches in Group K. France have 6 from 2 in Group I. Japan have 8 from 2 in Group F. Spain have 8 from 2 in Group H. The attacking football at this tournament has been relentless, and every single striker knows that this is their stage. Haaland is threatening every time he touches the ball. Mbappe is devastating in France's system. And wherever Messi drifts into space in Argentina's structure, something dangerous is about to happen. The Golden Boot race will not be decided for another 2 weeks, but the names at the top of that list tonight are names that belong in the conversation for the greatest players on the planet. And if this group stage is any indication of what is to come, if the knockouts deliver even half the drama that these opening matches have produced, then the 2026 FIFA World Cup is going to go down as the greatest tournament ever staged. We will be back tomorrow with more goals, more results, and more stories from the most beautiful game on earth. For now, stay with the football, because the football will not disappoint you. Good night.